I've been going around and around in circles trying to learn the language in the Philippines. I'm in Cebu, so I need a Bisaya teacher.
Oh, hello, John.
Maestro, welcome to my vlog. Will you teach me?
Sure, no problem.
So I've been living in the Philippines since January of 2020, and before that I was coming here multiple times in 2019. One of the things that has been my top to-do here that I haven't been able to get to yet is really learning the Bisaya language, which is what they speak here in Cebu. In the Philippines, there's actually a number of languages that people speak. English is very common here in Cebu and in other parts of the Philippines. Tagalog is the language, that's the national language that everybody speaks, but depending on what local location you're at, people will speak different local languages. So where I am in Cebu, people are speaking English a lot, but when things really matter, when they're important, I'll often hear people speaking in Bisaya, which is the local language here. And so I'm really excited today to be able to finally start some Bisaya languages with my good friend Aldwin. He was actually in a previous episode that we'll leave a link to here, but he's gonna be helping me to learn the Bisaya language. So let's see how I do. But I think I'm in my teacher's chair, so I better get out of the way.
Hey, John.
Hi, Maestro. This is a little embarrassing. I'm gonna butcher these words. Come back in a little bit. So this is the second time Aldwin's been on the channel. Aldwin, thanks for being back.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
So Aldwin is my new Bisaya teacher, Maestro, which I'm very excited about, but he's also a good friend. Before, when he was on the channel, he was talking about his previous music career. We wanted to talk about a different topic today, but I think a lot of people would be interested in your music background. Can you just give us a big picture overcap of that?
Yeah, well, for those of you who don't know me, I think most of you don't know me, you can just visit my Spotify. You can just type in Soul String, all right? And then I have like 3 songs there on Spotify. And also just, if you still have time, just check out AOS and the Sesh Boys. We have 2 songs on Spotify as well.
We'll drop the links below as well. Aldwin has probably the most unique voice that you've ever heard. If you think I'm joking, check it out and let me know in the comments below if you think I'm right or wrong. Really, truly amazing voice. He paid me to say that, but it's true nonetheless. So in this episode, I want to talk with Aldwin about his experience post music. I don't know if that's fair to say. Are you still involved with music?
Well,
I think?
yeah, but I'm not that active, especially now it's the pandemic, so I don't have any gigs. So yeah.
Makes sense, makes sense. In this episode, I want to talk with Aldwin more about his experience as a ESL, English as a Second Language teacher. How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing it for 18 years already. Yeah.
Okay. And so mostly working directly with students or working through a company?
Yeah, I'm working for CPILS, that's Center for Premier International Language Studies, and I teach mostly Asian students.
Okay. So one of the places that people come from around the world to learn English from, especially I think people in Asia, let me know if I'm wrong, but is the Philippines. And the reason why I think is that the cost is pretty reasonable for people in Asia to learn English here. And more importantly, there's a lot of Filipinos that just have great English. So Aldwin's grammar and speaking is better than mine most of the time, as I'm sure you could tell from listening to him compared to me. But also I think people just really love the culture here. So sometimes people will learn online with people in the Philippines, but often people will come here and stay here as well. So what about you? Most of your students, have they been here or online?
Pre-pandemic, most of the students come here. They come to the Philippines, specifically here in Cebu, and then they learn with us face to face. But nowadays, we're doing online.
Sure, sure. What do you prefer?
I prefer offline. I prefer face-to-face sessions.
Okay. How come?
Oh well, there's more interaction, and then you can actually see the students' reactions. Yeah, but for online classes, when we do sessions online, it's pretty much superficial, if that's the word. Like, you don't really know their true reactions. I mean, they can just be doing something else while you're having a class with them.
So where are most of your students from? Is there like a top 2 or 3 or 4 countries?
Okay, so most of them are from Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and China.
So will these be business people, or what will be their main
It
motivation?
varies, actually. Some of them are like kids, and some of them are like CEOs and managers of top businesses in their countries.
For me, what I find is that coming here, trying to understand the language is really important for interpersonal communication. What do you think the motivations are for a lot of the people that come here? Do you think that they want to connect with people more, or it's something different?
I think they have different reasons why they actually... Are you talking about learning the language? Yeah,
Yes.
they have different reasons. Some of them, they want to like broaden their businesses. They want to like sort of have more foreign clients. Like if say for example, if you're a Japanese businessman, you want to like expand your business to in America, so you can just learn English and then talk to your clients directly. But others, they just come here for recreation. Some of them, they just want to like tour and visit different countries,
Sure.
like the Philippines. Yeah, and then all of the others, well, they learn English because it's a requirement. Their universities require them to learn the language. That's it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what about teaching people from different cultural backgrounds? What are some of the challenges that you run into with that?
Well, that's a very good question. Well, actually, I think it's a tough job for most teachers here in the Philippines, especially that we come from a non-English. Well, I mean, English is our second official language, right? But it's not similar to like the Americans. I mean, you guys speak fluent English. It's a tough job, as I've said. It's a tough job for most of us because we get a lot of we get a lot of prejudice. Like we sometimes get discriminated because of how we look, and then these students think that our English is kind of like different from yours. Like some teachers sound different because of our accent.
Sure.
We have the Filipino accent, so when we speak English, it's like it's unnatural for them. So sometimes we get criticized by students. They tell us, "Hey, teacher, I think you got that wrong. I mean, you mispronounced this word." But if you're somebody, because most Filipinos who teach English are quote unquote graduates from universities and colleges, but it doesn't mean they're fluent in English. So,
Sure.
So I guess the only thing that we have is our sincerity, our passion to teach. That's one thing that we have. So even though we have this kind of challenge, we can still like pull it off.
Aldwin, it's our first day today, but he is a very smart guy and a great teacher. I look forward to learning more with him as well. If you're interested in him helping you to learn the language here as well, I'm gonna leave his contact information below, and make sure and get in touch with him. Thanks again. As always, thank you for taking the time to listen, and
Take care.
amping.